Oh, I'm not wearing a necklace. I love satin robes, but they just come undone. Like, they don't stay tied whatsoever. Like, I would love to have like my own line of intimates, and then I'll like just have like a button or something super cute, like a bow, and just like a button so it can stay closed, because no matter how many times I tie this, it doesn't stay closed. Hi Sassies, it's Sammy. Welcome to another Sass Talk episode. For today's episode of Sass Talk, I just wanted to do a chatty get ready with me. I'm not really going anywhere. I actually need to film and take some pictures. I thought to do this kind of live stream style, just very like relaxing, chill, like as if we were on FaceTime as like girlfriends, getting ready, just talking about whatever comes to mind. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and grab your snacks and some wine, and let's get into this get ready with me. And I got a box. I know exactly what it is, and it's perfect for today because I'm about to do my makeup. Of course, I'm going to take my 4 Sassy Packages box cutter. Should I sell these? It just makes getting packages so much fun. It's from 𝕕𝕚 Beauty, or 𝕕𝕚 Beauty. If you guys can see, but that is what the packaging looks like. I love that it's like eco-friendly packaging. The only thing I picked up was the Midnight Shadows palette in Babydoll, because, hear me out, I love 𝕕𝕚. I love what she does. I love what she stands for. She's like one of my biggest inspirations as far as music goes. However, she just started makeup, and her whole launch thing, the theme was so cute. You guys know I love space. As a brown girl, I don't be wanting to try everything because I don't get that much use out of my products. I might use the eyeshadow palette. I might do a good lip. But I wasn't going to do all those plumping glosses or that like iridescent stuff. Like, I just don't wear that. So instead of me like buying one of everything and doing a big review as a brown girl for the community, I was like, I'm just gonna buy a palette and just test that out, because I really have been getting back into eyeshadow. But if you guys want me to review something else, then let me know. I think I could do without a white or black or brown eyeliner. I can get that anywhere for like $1. Just to say, oh, it's Ariana Grande's makeup line, I got everything, and don't use it. We're gonna talk about discipline and all that stuff in this video too, because I'm learning. You guys will be proud. But trust me, I did go on the website and put everything in my cart, and I was like, you know what, do I need anything? No. But yeah, the packaging is super cute. I love like the minimalistic vibe. It's just, ooh, I feel like I'm going to space. This is so cute though. I feel like I'm in Austin Powers. Like, you know Spy Kids, when they put those little packets in the microwave and then it turns into food or something? I feel like this is what that would be like. This is like a gate code or something. Like, scan, beep, like this would be like on a badge, and I'm going into space. Like, it does give you that vibe. It's kind of like, it's cute. It's real cute. Aww. It's super cute. It definitely gives you the vibe of like doing your makeup in an airplane or like a spaceship. Like, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen those movies and they just like, it feels very on brand for like launch day, like landing on the moon. Again, this is the Babydoll palette. Some of it looks a little broken, but going across this way, it's Sweetheart, Sun Baby, Croissant, Biscotti, which is super cute, Bokeh Mocha, and Espresso. The reason why I settled on the Babydoll palette, because I literally wear these tones every day. I'm not even kidding. My KKW Beauty Mistress West palette, or like Hit Pan, it's like the same thing. I love neutrals. And then I also have been using the Madison Beer palette by Morphe. It's literally all the same thing. So see those nudes and neutrals? That's just the type of girl I am. I love a good gold. I definitely think I'll order some lip products, but I think it was like $17 for a little tube of clear lip gloss. Do you know? Do you know where I could get clear lip gloss for like $2? And that's not to like shame anybody or say like, oh, like everybody knows you can get it elsewhere. Everybody knows you can get like a drugstore. You know what I mean? But I'm really trying to learn not to be, I don't know, just so out there with my money. I feel like everybody will be fine with like one really good palette. Like, I've been using that KKW Mistress West palette for and ever. It's like my go-to every day. I use it for contour. I'm just gonna test this palette out today. I do love the packaging. Some people were disappointed, but I actually really do like the metal vibe. It's very different from, you know, the basic matte glittery tropical stuff I use. Like, this is very much out of the box. It's small, it's compact, I can put it in the bag. I feel like this video is going to be super long, but that's fine. I wanted it to be like streaming style so you guys can just really relax with me. The heating system might come on, so if I ever like speed up or put like music over it or something, then the house system came on. So there's that. But for right now, I'm gonna go in my eyebrows, taking the Mrs. West palette, the darkest brown in the palette, which is it Just Married, I think. And I don't get them waxed or anything anymore. I really am trying to like grow them out completely. I just use razors and I clean up my face. Anyways, let's just talk about resolutions. And honestly, I was never really a fan of resolutions. You know how like the OG YouTube would just be like New Year's resolutions video, like you just would do a video. I feel like I never stuck to those, and I ended up feeling worse about myself if I didn't accomplish something. So what I've learned was to just create short-term goals. So I literally had to wait for the heating system to go off. Anyways, before I like get sidetracked and just not on topic for today, I think the overall topic is just growth. And in no way, shape, or form am I saying because someone likes to shop and just spend unnecessary money on things because they have it like that, or just because, you know, they see it, they like it, they want it, they got it. That's cool sometimes. Like when you're treating yourself, or it's just been a while and you waited for something, then it makes sense. It's like a treat to you. But I know some people just, trust me, I've spent money just because it was there. I still do sometimes, but I'm trying to get out of that, which is why I was saying I didn't splurge on the 𝕕𝕚𝕤𝕟 Beauty like products, because one, I don't need it, and the way that I'm thinking now, I don't know, I wish I would have started like when I first ever had a job or first started making some type of income. I wish I would have just like put money aside into an account for my future, you know what I mean? Whether it's like future issues with a house, future issues with a car. If I decide to have a kid, I want to have like just a squared away bank account where I don't touch it for my personal everyday reasons. It's just like strictly for the future. Like if anything ever is to come up and you need like a larger lump, say if I wanted to have a baby. What if we were in the pandemic, right? People's insurance wasn't going right, or do you know what I mean? Like just anything could happen. I wish I would have started like when I first started making the income to like put money aside. And that's just something I feel like people don't teach their kids, or maybe they just didn't know about it, and some people just genuinely don't know. I didn't learn about credit till like college, and I was like, they should have had a class or something in school teaching kids about like debt and how not to get in debt, because I feel like as soon as you go in a store, the clerks are harassing you, especially Victoria's Secret. Do you want to sign up for it? No. And of course we said yes, because we're like, oh, it sounds good, I can get everything on credit, and not knowing how it works or how you can end up in debt if you ever lose a job. So if you guys can pick up what I'm putting down, I just wish like I knew better, and when you know better, you definitely do better. So that's why I'm here talking about it today, because I'm learning to just not spend so much money on unnecessary stuff. Like you're not gonna die with it, you can't take it anywhere. And honestly, I shop to fill a void. And even when I do shop, it doesn't mean because I brought all this stuff home and spent money, I'm suddenly happy. It's quite the opposite. I'm like, oh, I bought all this stuff, and I'm just like, okay, I really don't care about it. I just bought it because I could. And I had to get out of that because I was putting my happiness in something so materialistic, and I'm just like, oh, I just want to go shopping every time I felt down. And it's okay to get out of the house, but I also want you guys to just, hopefully what I'm saying is making sense. I feel like it never does. But anyways, long story short, say if I wanted to plan to have a baby and I had some type of issue where I needed to do IVF or surrogacy, that stuff is not cheap. It's not cheap. Or just anything. Say if I wanted to build an add-on to like a house I bought that was like extended for the kids, or like add on a bedroom. I want to just have an account strictly for those bigger purchases. Like I just think that I want to be more like frugal. I think that's the word, where I just really watch how I spend my money, and what I spend it on is an investment. I remember watching a video with Kylie, or about her or something, and she was saying like her purses are investments, you know, in a couple of years or whatever they'll be worth triple or quadruple of what she paid for. So certain stuff like that I understand. If you're like a bag collector, you're into designer, go ahead and splurge on something you might sell later down the line. It might become a like collector's item. That's cool. But just to be out here doing it just to do it, like I've had my fair share and taste of like treating myself and spending lump sums of money in the store and splurging here, splurging there. Trust me, it feels good to go in the store and just get whatever the heck you want. but it also feels good to know that you come home and you're satisfied with what you have. Anyways, this pandemic, I really just learned so much about myself, like just my tolerance, what I can put up with, what I can handle, relationships. Like, I just learned so much about myself this entire, what, 2 years, a year and a half of just being, one, on lockdown, not working. It really made me think about things so differently. And when it comes to like my New Year's resolutions, for sure, it's to like just invest in myself, whether it's a business, creating a product, anything. I really just want to invest in myself. And I'm glad I know now, because I actually have like older friends and they're like, girl, I wish I was back in my 20s. I'm like in my 40s now, my 30s, and I still didn't know about this. And I'm like, wow, like you'd be so surprised of some stuff people just don't know because it's not talked about. Everybody doesn't know how millionaires think, you know what I mean? It's a game, it's a system. All that to say, that's why I haven't been like doing as much hauls, splurging, you know what I mean? Like I'll buy small little stuff, but it's not like how I used to. I feel like I stayed doing a collective haul and I don't do those anymore because I just really tried to get out of spending like that. It does not make me happy. If anything, it makes me even more anxious and like down and sad because I'm looking around, I'm sitting, and I have so much stuff that I get overwhelmed. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this stuff? Like, I need to get rid of it. And that's how I've been feeling. Whether it comes to like dresses, I feel like I want to sell everything, but I'm like, I want to hold on to it because I pay a lot of money for it and these are good like pieces, and I go back and forth with it. So that's how I knew for sure that like it was a bad habit, like a shopping, spending addiction, and it's just so bad. It's so bad. Like, don't put your happiness in materialistic things because then you're gonna be like, I don't know. For a while I used to be like that with Starbucks. I just want to go Starbucks. Starbucks makes me so happy. And while I do love the atmosphere there, it's just like, why am I putting like my happiness and boosting my mood into a drink or like a specific coffee shop? Like I shouldn't do that. And then it would be so easy to spend all my money on all the pink little girly tumblers and all the ornaments and all the keychains. And it's just, no. And then another thing with that is comparing yourself. I see so many people my age that aren't where I am, and I also see people on the other side where they're doing for what seems like better than me at my age. I feel like I always get out of breath doing my makeup. I don't know why. Just in all kinds of ways. I was actually going to talk about body image and insecurities, but I just don't think I'm ready to talk about that because as somebody who still struggles with looking in the mirror and stuff, I just don't think I'm the right person right now to give advice. Like, I have seen people who came from, I don't want to say a better upbringing, but just the kind where you have a silver spoon in your mouth. I know some people that have been like that, so they're taught credit and their parents invested in certain things in their name when they were younger, so when they got to be my age, all they had to do was get their license and here's a car for you, or, you know, graduate college and here's a house for you. I didn't have that, and that's okay. I love my mom. I love my family. I don't regret any of that. It has definitely made me look at life a little bit differently because everybody is not fortunate, and we were never poor, or, you know what I mean? We've never had to like live on the street. Like, times were hard for sure growing up, but they weren't like we couldn't have food or my mom made a way for us to get around, you know what I mean? Like, we had it good. Situations I feel like can always be worse, which is why I really try not to complain. But what I mean, like, comparing, like I said, people who just grew up with a more privileged upbringing, a lot is handed to them. A lot of family businesses or stuff is just passed down and they don't have to work as hard to make ends meet. Trust me, I have definitely looked at people my age, like literally, I'm talking maybe 22, 23, 24, even 21 years old, married with a house, several cars, kids, whether they're social media influencers or not. I see people all around me and I'm like, how did you get that? Like, what? And I would compare myself and I would be like, well, I'm 24, I definitely am not married, I'm not like even ready to probably even live on my own as much as I want to. I feel like I don't know anything about a house. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't taught like different things, and I know a lot of people will say, oh, it's better to get a house than to rent, but if you really know a lot about like real estate, what am I talking about? I feel like a house is one thing, but apartment, like renting an apartment, is way more like of a luxury than people think. I feel like my makeup looks kind of weird in this lighting, but it's very much a luxury. I've heard people say, just buy a house because if you rent, you're going to be throwing money down the drain. But are you really? It is a luxury to have a certain apartment with swimming pools and living in the high rise. That is luxury. Anytime somebody has the luxury to throw money away on something like super cute as a penthouse, you've made it. So I would constantly compare myself to people like, oh, I need to move out of my mom's house by 18. When I turn 18, I'm going to be the biggest failure if I don't do X, Y, and Z. And it just takes me all back to like not spending money on things I don't need and just investing it in a better place. And again, if you knew better, you would do better. And I feel like for a long time I've been really wanting to up my life or upgrade myself and just go to the next level. Again, investing in this or a property and flipping it, or I just feel like I didn't know about that. So I didn't come from a family of like lawyers and people who knew the system, or somebody who was a real estate agent, or you know, just having their own real big multi-billion-dollar business. I didn't come from that, so of course I was kind of ignorant to like investing in myself, again, credit and just what it meant. So I don't know, now that I know a little bit more about it, I feel like it's up to me now to make a decision for my future. Either I'm just gonna keep living the mentality of, oh, she doesn't have any kids, I don't have this, I can like splurge. No, I really can't, and I shouldn't. I already knew life wasn't promised and that anything can happen at any given moment, but it's one thing to believe something until it happens, and I was not expecting a pandemic. Like, and just to be set back and feeling like, when am I gonna get like my next check, or like, I just didn't like that feeling. And definitely opened my eyes to like, again, I'm going to keep saying it, saving and investing for times like that. So if I ever need anything, I'll have it. No matter how much I bake, I feel like my skin is always like so oily. I've looked into like certain cleansers and primers and mattify this and mattify that. I think I just have combo skin and I don't know how to fix it. So if you have any tips, let me know. I mean, I feel like it's only natural for your face after a certain amount of time to become like more dewy, but like, what am I supposed to do, guys? Now onto the REM for my eyes. You see what I mean? The silk robe is just gonna keep coming open. Silk satin, whatever one. This palette is so cute. The more I think about it, I really do like the like hospitalized version. Like, I don't know, this doesn't feel like an everyday palette, which I like. I watch a lot of movies, so where my mind is going with this makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna go in with, what shade is this? I actually have no idea. Hang on, let me look at the box. Bokeh Mocha. Just gonna take that on this really big fluffy brush. I just love, like, is this metal? Is that what you would call this? Metallic? And I'm just gonna like put this everywhere. Okay, it picks up. It's not like, and that's just one little dab or two dabs. Okay, it's giving. Okay, I'm going for like my everyday look anyway, so I'm not like doing anything super out there, but I like this color. I can, okay, Ariana Grande. I'm also not the best with eyeshadow, so don't take any tips from me. I'm just testing it out to see, like, you know, how it glides on, just the whole vibe of it. I've always wanted like my own fragrance. I've always wanted my own like makeup palettes. I don't know, I've always wanted my own stuff, but this takes me back to like what I was saying about not splurging and investing in yourself. Take a class if you don't know. Some people genuinely just don't come from a family that know much of anything, so they have to take classes, and with classes you need to pay for them, so you need to get a good job. And that's just what I mean, like having a bank account or just a business where all the money goes strictly for investing in yourself. So if I've learned anything this year, it's just really to, if you don't need it, if you really just can go without it, you should. Next I'm gonna go into I like the shimmery color, so I'm gonna go into Sunbay. Is it pigmented? I don't know. I mean, I can see it for sure, but it's not like, you know, it's there. But I do this every day with another palette, so this wasn't even worth it, I guess. I don't even know how much it retails for. $20-something with shipping. And it also might just show up better with people who have like fair skin, and that's just another big thing with makeup and why I don't splurge on it anymore. It's just because no matter how many ranges they say they have and how many colored models, whether that be Asian, Latino, Black, African American, it still just be a little off no matter the range. Like, I love them for trying to be inclusive, but I don't know. So if you have any like other products I should try, let me know. I heard of Fenty Beauty. I haven't tried that actually, so I think I'm gonna get some Fenty Beauty next. I heard the Fenty skin was really nice. I was expecting this, like the way it looks in the palette, I guess I was expecting it to be a bit more. I don't wanna wake up. I'm gonna go into the darker brown espresso. I don't know the names. This one definitely has a bit more fallout, which is natural. I honestly don't mind that. I remember watching makeup tutorials and they'd be like, oh, it has a lot of fallout, and I'm like, listen honey, listen, do your eye makeup first and then your face makeup if you're really concerned. But every palette I've ever purchased has some type of little fallout, okay? It did. Yeah, I mean, it goes on really nice. Like, I don't have a problem with it at all. It's not like hard to blend out. I told you guys I'm not the best with eyeshadow. I do this look every day. I probably should have got a different type of palette with a different color so you guys can see, but it's fine. I think I want to get more just because I really want the packaging. I was excited to try like the mascara and just like the other things she offered, but I wasn't excited. Like, I was like, oh, Ariana's coming up with something, I love her, da da. Then I was like, I saw the products, I'm like, the packaging is there, the marketing, like, I love the whole space vibe, but you know what I mean? Like, I want something different. I guess I don't know what I'm looking for. I really wish I could tell you guys. I was just like slightly disappointed. I was expecting like fun pop, like sweet like candy, you know, like a mixture of like all her fragrances, like a cloud palette, like with just some neutral wintry tones, or like a REM, like the fragrance, something more like purpley. I know she had purple in there somewhere, but like, come on, you could do like a purple liner, because we can get white, black, and brown anywhere. Do like a really nice shimmery purple, like let me feel like I'm getting my makeup done in the 34-35 video. Like those makeup looks that she wore, like put that on the market, because I want that. I want to achieve those looks. I don't want to look like my everyday. I want to feel like a pop star. So that's just the vibe I guess I'm going for, something a bit more. I really do like the packaging. I think the packaging is my favorite. The logo, I don't know. I guess she's trying to make it like the video, like, you know, the font. I get it, I get it. It's actually really cute though. It's really cute. I like it. You see? Well, we're just doing makeup for fun, so don't mind me. And the last thing I need to do is curl my eyelashes and just apply mascara. I really want to do like DIY extensions again, because I really like those. And when I got my lashes done, like I think I got a hybrid set, which is, I think they have classic, hybrid, and then like volume, I think, where it's like super extreme. I didn't want the very, very, very light, because I actually have very long lashes, but you would never know unless you're like in my face, because they don't, like, I would have to curl them and use mascara, but I have really long lashes actually. I just wanted something to kind of enhance that, so I was like, hybrid sounds good. And I paid like $180 plus a tip for them, which I feel like it's reasonable, whatever. My experience and my service was great. However, I got them in like 2-3 days they came off, and I didn't wet my eyes. I was really careful of like not even wearing makeup, so I went and like rubbed my eyes too much. Maybe it was the glue, maybe I don't know. So I never got the extensions again, because I feel like they cost too much to just be falling out. What I'm gonna do is go back into the little palette, and I'm gonna take, where's my box? I'm gonna take the Sweetheart, which is the lighter shade right here. And normally I put like highlighter in my inner corner, but I'm gonna do the Sweetheart. This is like my signature. It's my go-to. I have to have an inner corner at all times. Saying also made sense earlier, because it just gets to me sometimes, like when I'm watching other people or just talking to someone in my family or like a friend, and say if they're doing like not better than me, but say if they lives just seem to be more put together than mine is, I always feel so self-conscious, like I'm a failure and like I didn't accomplish anything, when that's not true. I have accomplished so much. I have done things I've always wanted to do. I have never in a million years thought that I would be like on set with celebrities, because I've always wanted to be an actress. And I'm like, I'm from Philly. Like, Philly girls don't just end up on like a major set. And I was like in Creed too. Whether I was background, whether I was seen, I was there front and center behind the scenes of like a huge camera and just working with a team of people. Like, I just never in a million years did I think that I would like say hi to Felicia Rashad. If you guys don't know who she is, she's like Mrs. Huxtable on the Cosbys. She was like, hi, and I was like, just being on set and like making their movies, even though they're like the bigger stars, making that set come to life, just being a part of it was a dream come true, because it's something I've always wanted to do. And for me, that was an accomplishment. Getting paid to do something I've always wanted to do, being on set, just meeting people and being in the atmosphere that I've always dreamed of. And I wouldn't have gotten there if it wasn't for myself and believing in me, and just staying true to who I was, because I stay adamant about finding stuff in PA. Like, it's so hard to find work here in Pennsylvania, because not a lot of people, you know, people come out of PA, so like Will Smith, Kevin Hart, who else? There's a lot of like talented people that you wouldn't even know are from like the PA area. Taylor Swift is from PA, I think. What I'm saying is, people always move to like LA, and that's cool, that's fine. But the fact that I like got to do stuff like work on really big movies near my house was just like, it was just a dream come true. So when I look at other people and I'm like, oh, I'm a failure, I'm not where they are, it's fine, because we're on two different paths. That person may have opened up a business, that person may have done, I don't know, say if they wanted to like do 500 clients, so just to feel like they accomplished something and they reached their goal, that's fine. I've reached my goals too in my own way, and I just want to let you guys know that, because getting a car is a goal for some people, moving out on their own is a goal, just saving a certain amount of money is a goal, being a smaller YouTuber, uploading a certain amount of videos and being consistent is a goal. So whatever the accomplishments are for you, once you start accomplishing those, check them off and really reward yourself, and don't compare yourself to anybody else. And that's just what I meant by, now it's time to discipline. Again, when you know better, you do better. I didn't know a lot of stuff growing up, like credit, investing, flipping houses, and just starting something small. So by the time I'm my age now, knowing what I know, it will be a bigger business. I didn't know all that, so I feel like I always have to start from somewhere, and that's fine. A lot of people started from zero. If you're not happy with something, get on a path to change it, whether it's your diet, whether it's how your body looks. Just make small steps to get to that goal, and once you get there, check it off and reward yourself. Feel good that you reached something you wanted to do and not compare yourself to other people. I've had people literally tell me they wish they had this, they wish they had that, of something that I already have, and I'm like, this is nothing, but to someone else it's everything. So I just always try to like tell myself and thank the Lord of just getting me where I am today, because situations and matters can be way worse. I may not want to live at home with my family forever, or even at 24 years old. Just to have a home to come back to, my family's here, I have a place to lay my head, and no matter how long it takes to move and renovations, or however long it takes to get stuff in order, I'm still blessed. And I never want you guys to forget being in the moment, that you're so focused on the future and what happened in the past that you forget where you are, because somewhere in the world, again, it can be way worse, and somebody's wishing that they were where you are right now. I just wanted to share that with you guys this week, because it's hard. I compare myself to someone all the time, and again, I'm going to say it over and over again, if you know better, you will do better. If you splurged and did some stuff and messed up some money, been there, the next time you come across something, or just, I don't know, really invest and do something smart with it. So that is it for this episode of Sass Talk. I truly hope you guys enjoyed and took something away from today's video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe, boo, stay, enjoy my Sassy Babe family, and don't forget to stay sassy, have courage, and always be kind. Spread nothing but love and positivity, and I will see you boos in the next one. Bye!